5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Taylor toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
20! He's all alone, Tyrod Taylor. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyrod Taylor, 48 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! 55! 54! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. The big fella, and he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. scoreboard. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike's phone. That's not good. 44's the mic.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Pulled in at the 24. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action now. Taylor. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's checking.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got trips over here. There's overload.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Taylor. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Squeeze, double.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Last stop.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Single. Hey, watch 85.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Ready? Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got you.
Now Murray again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 4-4. Push him back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Here's Gordon. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I got it.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball.
Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
44's the mic. Drive on. Pull it together. Showing it. Go.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
No. Off. Check 4.
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A.J. Green, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Kill. Check it out, read.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
To throw again on second down. Murray. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Murray now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. On play action, it's Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
44.
On 2nd and 7, Murray buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 50. Here we go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On second down, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 44. Hey, come on. 44. Get it on. West. Slam, slam, slam. Delta. Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Hey, let's get this, get this.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Finding Green complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Taylor now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Watch the ship. Check. Switch.
Running right, Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On second and 12, Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Taylor on third down throws incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. Switch. It's free.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Got it. 50, 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. 44. Mike, 44. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on second down, Taylor, he's going to loft one deep left. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A.J. Green. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray got Gordon open, completes it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 62 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, we got 4. Wait, safety creep. Check 99. Check 99. Shield them. Shit.
They'll go again to Jones. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Hey,
Now Taylor. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
They go play action now, Taylor. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Taylor now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Thompson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, alert 3.
Again, a run with Thompson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Leonard Williams getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't going nowhere.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. That's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Space to maneuver at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
That's the way. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Boom, boom. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Eddie Weber. Watch 54. Watch 54. He runs, he runs, he runs. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Play fake. Murray. steps away to his left. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Marcus Moore inside the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw is Murray. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go with Thompson again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up third down and 9.
On third down, Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just One last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.